People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy, cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my...
Hey, we're back again, and you remember meeting my buddy Elwood. And we're here again talking about friendship, and I thought it'd be really cool to be able to have Elwood with me here today. He can't be with us this morning during worship, so the next best thing is to put him on camera. Now, we're going to talk about the fact that he and I have known each other and have done ministry together and life together for the last 15 years or so. And can you remember the first time we actually met each other and started to hang out?
Oh, absolutely. We were having a youth weekend conference at Penn Forest Christian Church in Roanoke. And you were ministering in one of the local churches and came with a youth group. And I remember walking through the church building, looking down in between the pews and seeing this bald-headed guy with glasses on laying there, looking up and saying, "I'm Beaver." That's what I remember.
That would have been me. That's cool. And then that started, you and I getting together different times. Absolutely. And then Elwood here was doing church camp. He was a senior high dean at Blue Ridge Christian Camp. Mm-hmm. And then what happened was he asked me to be his co-dean. Well, that lasted for 8 years. And we just had a great time, enjoyed it, just had all kinds of good things that happened. And this whole subject of friendship, we were just talking about just a minute ago. There was a song that was sung back in the 90s, late 80s and 90s. It was a Michael W. Smith song that was called Friends. And now, don't get me wrong, it's a nice song, but after a while it got a little bit old at church camp. And if you've never heard the song, it goes something like this. Here you go.
And friends are friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. And a friend will
Kind of brings a tear to your eye as we hear that song and as we play that, and we banned that for life. And we were at Christian camp. We said no more. Everybody was crying on Friday night. It was a horrible time. But at church camp, I think probably some of the best times we had was not at church camp, but was the times leading up to church camp.
Absolutely.
You remember when we went and played golf? That was our planning time. We would play golf. Two of us guys, big manly guys, playing golf and talking about camp and talking about life.
That's right.
Now, the sad part about this whole deal is that Elwood now lives in Florida, and as much as I try, I can't get him to move back to Virginia, and as much as he tries, he can't get me to move to Florida. But we do talk.
Absolutely.
Now talk about some of the times we talk, especially during the fall time of the year.
If there's a Saturday football game on and it has Virginia Tech, go Hokies, we're on the phone with the good plays, the bad plays. We'll critique the coaches, the referees, the players, but it never fails. We're always talking about, what did you think of that play? Well, what did you think of this play? And the coach should make the right call. So it's pretty. I look forward to that.
Yeah, really it's a lot of fun, and that's a way we communicate. And we talk probably at least 2 or 3 times during the week.
Absolutely.
Just checking out. We feel like that we are brothers who have different mothers. And we can't explain that, but we feel like we're brothers really in life. Now, here's what I want to ask you. Just from your point of view, our friendship, we feel like it's strong. Now, what do you think makes it so strong?
It's obviously related to the time we spent together just sharing experiences. The many things we've shared in ministry, talking to one another, sharing our hearts, bearing our burdens to each other, praying for each other, encouraging one another. I mean, all that type of things has led to a bonding between us, a common thing that exists between us and sharing our life together.
Well, that's cool. And I agree wholeheartedly. So today what we're going to do is talk about how we can be best friends with other people. And we're going to start with the fact that in order to do that, we've got to know who the best friend is in our life. Because today we're talking about the best life ever. And really talking about how Jesus is our best friend and is the best example of how we can be friends with other people. So Elwood, good to have you here. Good to have you home. And thanks for sharing with us today.
You bet, and God bless you.